Right on. Another great extended jam. Definitely part of their charm. Absolutely. Help on the Way, Slipknot, and Franklin's Tower. Excellent threesome of songs, man. Um, yeah, man. That's forever burned in my brain. You hear the Dead. I just visualize that outdoor music festival. They're the feature, and they're jamming, probably spending the better part of the whole damn day with you, just jamming and just chilling, That's what I visualize in my mind's eye. All right, hey man. All right, yeah. So again, album information rather than specific song details. All right. Help on the Way, Slipknot, and Franklin's Tower appears on Blues for Allah. It's the 8th studio album by the Grateful Dead. It was recorded February 27th to May 7th, 1975, and released in September 1st, 1975. It was the band's third album on their own Grateful Dead Records label and their third studio album in a row. Though it has not received RIAA certification as of 2020, Blues for Allah was the group's highest charting album until 1987's In the Dark, reaching number 12 during a 13-week stay on the Billboard album chart. Recording. Blues for Allah was recorded after the Dead began a then indefinite band hiatus in October of '74. Conscious of needing a new album release for their independent label, the band initiated the project in January of '75. In contrast to the commercial studios employed for their previous studio albums, the band used the studio that rhythm guitarist Bob Weir had built at his new home in Mill Valley, California. Rather than their usual approach of recording studio versions of songs that had matured on stage, the tracks were developed in the studio setting. According to manager Rock Scully, this was in part an attempt by lead guitarist Jerry Garcia to ensure more involvement in the writing process from other band members. In creating material from scratch, the band were able to progress beyond the previous genres in which they had played. Garcia explained, quote, "We're working on creating styles rather than just being eclectic or synthesizing other styles. Thus, it's a little bit more difficult and considerably more experimental," unquote. Right on. Critical reception. Reviewing in 1975 for Rolling Stone, Billy Altman wrote that the LP's first side works beautifully for the most part, but side 2 is a total washout, unquote. Okay, he doesn't give you any details as to why he feels that way. Do you agree with him? If you know the album very well, if you came up in the times, the tone, the feel, the atmosphere of back then, do you agree with this dude? That side 2 is a washout, let me know. Gramophone magazine's reviewer said the band has discarded their blues approach and opted for semi-country and jazz rock, but there seems to be no real direction on Blues for Allah, unquote. Okay. Village Voice critic Robert Christgau, who had been a strong supporter of the band's music, was also disappointed by the record. Quote, "This time I find the aimlessness of their musical approach neurasthenic and their general muddle-headedness worthy of Yes or the Straps," unquote. Damn, man. It's a good thing that these critics are just so well renowned and so well qualified to give their unbridled opinions. Where would we be without the world of music critics? I shudder to think. All right, man. Do you agree with these critics? Let me know. I'll listen to you before I listen to any damn critic. give me your take on this album. If you know the Dead very well, if you know the album, they certainly don't sugarcoat anything. They're definitely really brutal. Let me know, what's your take on it? If you want to be just as brutal as these guys, do so, but let me know why you're being so brutal. Let me know, all right? What else was I going to say about this? I just had a thought and it slipped my mind. Don't you hate when you have racing thoughts? They come and they go before you really kind of register it? Damn, man. It was probably going to be a rant anyway towards critics, so I'll spare you that. Hey, this was excellent. Jack, this was a great quad, brother. Tracks are a little on the long side, but hey, you know, sometimes what can you do? It's the Grateful Dead. It's painful to sit through an entire 15-minute song from beginning to end, and I don't like doing it often, but the odd time, there's the exception to the rule. With that said, don't be sending me no 20-minute song. Anybody, you know, some people have been sending me 25-minute songs as part of a quad, man, you know? So come on, you know, I love music, but not to the point where I want to sit through a 20-minute song in one straight go. So, but anyway, this was excellent, Jack. So thank you very much, man. Thank you for continuing my exposure to the Grateful Dead and helping me also in a way to connect to my pops in a way, the memory of him going through his process of being a young man in the 70s and being exposed to all of this sort of thing. Yo, yeah, so you guys are really helping to kind of connect me to his world a little bit more so. When I first started my channel, it was more, I would say, my mom's influence. I was coming up just with a background of R&B, hip-hop, rap, soul train, disco, that sort of thing, more so strong and prevalent. And now it's shifted. The balance has shifted. I would say leveled off very well. So I'm still influenced by both, but my father's influence definitely a lot more with my rock and roll exposure, you know. And on the new platform, I'm getting all kinds of different exposures too. So it's a really decent balance. So it's a really cool odyssey that I'm going through here. So Jack, you're a part of that. So thank you very much, brother. All right. I'm just scrolling down here and checking my my notes. Jack, I still listen to those CDs that you sent me, by the way. Don't think that they're just sitting in a corner and collecting dust. I got reactions coming up for Marco, John, Bill, Michael, Rob. Reactions coming up fast and furious for you lads, for sure. I'm a week behind, so I'm playing catch up. So please give me a little levity. I appreciate that. What else was I going to say? There was something else, man, as the music was playing. Yeah, I remember now. I have really dropped the ball as of late on a couple of things I really got to take up. And going forward, this is kind of like my resolution, you know, going into year 3. I dropped the ball in Southern rock hard, and I got to get back into my Southern rock. I don't know why I can never remember this band, man. Can't you see this woman has done this to me? So Southern rock bands, I got to get back on it. Leonard Skinner was my very first artist of the month, but I hadn't formatted how I was going to conduct myself doing artist of the month reactions at that point. So I did a bunch of triples and quads, so completely missing out on a whole bunch of their discography. So there's a lot more reactions for Leonard Skinner, for example, but there's more, right, where Southern rock is concerned. So I want to get back and pick up the ball from a couple of things that I dropped. Another one was Rush. I started off researching 3 supergroups, Rush, Floyd, and Zeppelin. And after Neil passed, I don't know, it just something, a door was closed. But I got to get back onto my Rush. I can't even remember where I left off, right? So I think since Neil passed, I haven't done a Rush reaction. So I got to get back on that. So those are two examples of me really got to get back into the form of doing, because I want to conclude that, just like I'm doing the Unholy Trinity. I want to also make sure that I don't know if I'll ever conclude Rush's catalog, but I want to at least have some decent regular installments, right? So that's the plan. Anyway, so that's it for my notes and my updates, man. As I speak right now, I have just uploaded Willie Russo's quad onto YouTube, and I'm waiting to see what kind of nonsense it's gonna play on me. It plays tricks. You know what YouTube does? This is what they do, man. I got for example, Led Zeppelin reaction. Let's use Led Zeppelin because it's my most blocked content. More than 50% of my Led Zeppelin reactions are blocked, and you got to go find it on YouTube or my public Patreon. I upload, this is what YouTube does. They wait for me to shoot the reaction, edit everything, upload the shit, right? I upload it, and then just as I think that, okay, it's going to stick, it gets blocked. Now, it doesn't get blocked like right away. It gives you maybe a couple of minutes, maybe an hour. It gives you that false sense of security, and then it turns out blocked, man. So right now, Willie's quad just got uploaded, and it's holding. It's been the last half an hour, and it's holding. So we'll see. So do me a favor. If you get this, you see this, immediately go to YouTube, and maybe, I don't know, download that reaction before it gets blocked, or you can go find it on my other platforms. But I know a lot of people, a lot of my subscribers still, for some reason, just don't really ever venture. They don't go anywhere outside of YouTube. Let me tell you something, man. If you don't even want to go look at my reactions on Vimeo or my Patreon, you're missing out, because more than 50% of my Led Zeppelin reactions are not on YouTube. So all of those songs that you're constantly asking me about, I've done reactions for it, but it's not on YouTube. So you've got to go and look for it on Vimeo. I can't link you, I'm not allowed, because I'll get all kinds of community guideline strikes. Even mentioning the V word too often, I can actually get a community guideline strike for that shit. Can you believe it? So do yourself a favor and just go, man. Just open up another tab and just go to my Vimeo, and you're going to see all of my other Led Zeppelin reactions there, if you like Led Zeppelin, for example, and all the other things that get blocked. More than 50% of all of my reactions get blocked on YouTube, so you got to go find it on Vimeo, all right? Just so you know. All right. Well, Jack, thank you again, man. Thank you again for my exposure to the Grateful Dead. Always have time for them, and I'll definitely consider doing more down the road. Between you and especially Jeffrey Starlin, you guys are definitely keeping my cup full where the Grateful Dead is concerned. Anyways, I'm going to ask you guys to do the same for me with Southern Rock and also with Rush. I'm going to get back on the horse where it comes to especially those two. Anyways, man, you guys have a good one. Great, excellent quad, Jack. Thank you. And take care. I'll see you guys next week. Or rather, I'll see you later in the week. Take care.